Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us at iDub. My name's Tyson, and I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Warrior Eraser Pro Hockey Glove. This is a solid glove from Warrior. It really does an excellent job at offering that advanced to pro level protection. Starting on the exterior of this guy, you can see it uses a nylon exterior throughout the glove, which is nice. This also is a sublimated graphics, meaning that all these graphics that you see in the glove is all going to be built into the fabric, so that's not going to wear off, so it's going to offer a nice look for throughout the lifespan of the glove. And then also even the cuff roll is a nylon material, which is different from the eraser, and then they kind of have the Warrior patch here. It would have been nice to maybe see that Warrior stitched on there, but still, you know, it is raised up a little bit. So starting on with the protection of this guy. They're using what they're calling the bone system on this glove, and basically they're using a couple different foams as well as different materials. So if you look at the fingers, to kind of show an example of it, you have some softer foams on the bottom, then you're going to have some denser foams, and then you have the bone system. Basically what that is it's a piece of plastic that kind of has an arch to it, and then you're going to have an air cavity underneath it. So by having that arch, it's going to offer increased protection, because as the hit comes down, it's going to absorb it, kind of spread the impact out, and give you, like I said, increased protection, while having the air in it is not going to add any weight to it, so you're going to get increased protection without adding weight. So that's really a nice feature to see on this guy. Also, the overall design goes, you can see it has the vertical rolls instead of horizontal like most gloves, so that's going to offer a slightly different fit. Also, another feature on this glove that you don't see on the regular eraser, other than the bones or what I was talking about on the cuff, is going to be the triple segmented index finger as well as triple segmented middle finger. That's a nice feature. It just adds a little more dexterity to those fingers. And then going on to the rest of the protection, you do have some thick foams up here as well as some plastic inserts. They've kind of changed up the design of the cuff roll a little bit from the eraser. You have a three-piece system here instead of one kind of arched piece, which is nice because it kind of hugs a little bit closer to you, offering that slash protection. But then as you rotate your arm, you can see how that kind of allows the materials to move out. You don't have very much resistance there, as a nice feel. And then also on the other side, you have this piece attached with elastic, if you can see in there, which allows that to kind of come forward, so you don't really have much restriction at all going down on the glove. So then taking a look at the palm, they're actually using what they're calling a smart palm on this glove. It uses a couple different materials. One, you have the micro Nash leather, which is going to be the grays. You have the overlays, which is going to be this portion in the thumb, as well as on the right here on the hand. And then you also have this black piece, which has a texture to it to offer a little more grip and increased durability in that region of the glove. And then what they're having is their air system. They actually added a vent right here in the glove, which is not featured on other gloves right now, as well as having the mesh in the back of the thumb and then the mesh on the finger gussets as well. So having those three spots with the mesh, it's really going to allow air to come into the glove, cool it off, keep down that drying time, as well as keeping your hands a little bit cooler in the game. So as we go ahead and take a look at the overall design of this guy, you can see, like I said, they have those vertical rolls, so it's going to kind of hug a little more in this way, allowing the glove to wrap over the hand. It's going to offer great protection with that bone system, which is not featured on the eraser. And then also they're having what they're calling the floating cuff. And as you can see, you can actually move that cuff up and down on it, and so as you play in the game, it's going to actually not resist anything but still give you that protection. How they've achieved this, they actually attach it by elastic right here on both sides. So you can see right there as well, that's going to allow it to have kind of that free-floating cuff roll feature on this guy. As we go ahead and take a look on the inside of it, it's having the VTech liner, so it's going to have a nice slick feel to it. It's going to wick away moisture, as well as offering a little bit of antimicrobial treatment, so that's going to prevent some of the bacterial buildup. And as you go ahead and move inside the glove, you really feel that running kind of down. It stops actually about here, and you have a slightly different material in the back of the fingers. Still, it has a soft feel. It feels a little bit wider in this portion, but then it kind of narrows up right here, and you do reduce some of that space in there, so it's going to move well with your hand. And then with how the cuff's set up, like I said, you really get some great mobility of it. So that's just been a quick look at the Warrior Eraser Pro Hockey Glove here at Inland and Ice Warehouse.